The Denver Broncos are on the road after a week off, heading to Tennessee to take on the Titans, who appear to have a king-sized advantage along the ground this week.
Henry to the left, and there he goes. King Henry on the run. Derrick Henry.
Tennessee sports Derrick Henry. The Broncos defense hands out more Abe Lincolns to runners than James Harden does at a Sunday service. So that's where we start. Henry coming in off another one of his vintage outings, 115 yards, 6.8 a run, couple TDs, 108 yards per game on the ground in 2022. That's numero uno in the NFL.
This is what the Tennessee Titans can do to teams, and it's the reason they won 5 games in a row.
Those 5 spots we just mentioned, they could be flying. I just saw Harden is going to have free time for the next month. They could be flying in Henry's direction this week too, unless Denver figured some things out. 5 yards per carry allowed to running backs this season.
Travis Etienne making people miss, still going down the sideline.
Titans defense won't be as preoccupied with stopping the run. By default, Denver's offense is mostly a pass-first joint at this point. It's just had an issue staying lit. You know, like the kids say, lit. Russell Wilson and the Denver passing attack, hoping that week off was what the doctor ordered.
Let's go. I need you. I need you. I need you. Let's get it. Let's go 7-3. Hey, believe in it. Don't doubt. Don't doubt.
I think Archer has banned Russ from his nickname, at least until he's actually ready for some Kenny Loggins. Under 60% of passes completed in 2022. Only 6 touchdowns. Rating low 80s.
On 2nd and 8, Wilson throwing it, he's intercepted!
How easy will it be for him to get right versus Tennessee? Their pass defense hasn't been terrible this season, hasn't been great either. Thing is, you can look at them giving up 446 yards to Patrick Mahomes and think that's not good, but he threw the ball 68 times, so just 6.6 yards per throw. They picked him off, held him to an 80.9 rate. So, Wilson isn't on easy street.
Lost the focus on the ball, or maybe just didn't quite see it in time, and there it is.
Wilson will be dealing with a better than average pass rush, 23 sacks, a plus 30 pressure rate while blitzing less than 20% of dropbacks. They took Mahomes down 4 times. Nico Autry, 2 of those, gives him 7 for the year. He's the leader guy in that department for them.
Mahomes unable to escape and brought down.
Wilson, he always seems down for a little grass. Gets buried a little over 3 times a game.
Russ has some time, now he does it! And now he's taken out of field goal range.
Living in X-Factor land, the Titans' passing game versus Denver's secondary. The Broncos have clamped most QBs they have faced. Great digits against the pass in 2022.
Spray releases wide and then involves just a little bit on that right shoulder. Williams breaks on. Williams has been one of the best nickels in football for 5 or 6 years.
Patrick Surtain, Denver's cornerback king. I feel bad for him. He's going to get really bored this week, potentially. Tennessee's offense has B.A. Baracus syndrome. They don't seem to enjoy taking to the skies, and it doesn't matter who's piloting the ship either, Murdoch or otherwise. Malik Willis has filled in the last 2 games. He has not looked ready. 80 yards last week, rating of 49.
Willis throws sideline, and it is juggled and incomplete.
The feeling is Ryan Tannehill may be ready to go, though. He doesn't put up huge numbers. They're just looking for efficiency from him. Has a 90-plus rate, and at least scrapes together around 180 passing yards, which seems Marino-like compared to what they've gotten the last 2 weeks.
Play fake, Swain, all alone. Touchdown!
I would like to say the Titans have even less incentive to pass because they have such a hard time protecting their quarterbacks. A plus 40% pressure rate allowed, it's been brutal.
Willis in trouble, sacked by Carlos Dunlap.
So couple that with Baron Browning, Bradley Chubb, Randy Gregory. Bob Belcher's going, no. Sorry, Orange Crush. Broncos are just 2 games behind the Chargers, though, and they hold the final playoff spot, so there's still hope. Titans 5-3, already thinking about resting their starters for the playoffs, based on their division so far anyway. Get those scores and breakdowns in the comments section. Here's some scores to peruse.